Hello, this is Belinda from Belinda's Book Nook, and I'm here to do a tag video with you. This one is called Do I Have That Book Tag? And Dee Dee from Brown Girl Reading is the person that tagged me. I will put her information below, but I'm also learning that the tag etiquette is to also put the person that originally created it, and I'll put that person's information as well down below. When I looked at Dee Dee doing this, it looked like it did take a lot of time to get all of the books, because you basically got to search your bookshelves to answer these 20 questions. So this is going to be part one. I'm going to break it into 2 videos and have 10 questions in this video and 10 questions in the other one, just so that I don't have to edit and that I can have enough time to actually talk. And I want to also say to you guys, happy spring. Isn't he the cutest? He's going in my garden as soon as it gets a little warmer. I got him at Target, but I thought I'd bring him out here for spring. All right, so back to my questions. So my first question is, do you have a book with deckled edges? The book that I picked is Out of the Easy by Ruta Sepetys. I don't know how to pronounce it. I won't describe the books just so that I can get through them fast, but I know I have not read this yet. I got it for my birthday, so I need to hustle because my birthday comes in a couple months. And but I know that this author is well known for the book called Between Shades of Grey. But this one we think is set in the 1950s in New Orleans, and I can't remember anything else about it right off the top of my head. But I plan on reading it before my birthday comes, so stay tuned. You'll hear more about that one. But it does have deckled edges, which I actually really love on books because I think it gives them kind of an old feel, and it makes it, I like it. So that's that one, and it has a really cool cover too. So there's that one. Question number 2, do you have a book with a cover of 3 or more people, with 3 or more people on the cover? And that one would be Sassafras, Cypress, and Indigo, and this is the author Nozeke Shange. Not sure exactly if I'm butchering that as well. This is the same author of that Some Sing, Some Cry book that I had mentioned. And Dee Dee and I keep talking about it because she read it and said it was great. And I've had it for a while, and it's a chunker, and I haven't read it. So this is the same author that's writing this book as well. So maybe I'll eventually get to that one. But this one has 3 ladies on the front of it. All right. And number 3 is, do you have a book based on another fictional story? So this one I've mentioned in a previous video when I got it. It's a very new release, and it's A Blade So Black by L.L. McKinney. And this one is based on Alice in Wonderland. It's kind of like a retelling. So we'll see. Hopefully it's going to be good. I have not read that yet either. But it just came out, so don't judge. Okay, so the next one is, do you have a book with a title 10 letters long? Now, my son helps me look for some of these, because I was going into different bookcases trying to find things, and wasn't on the shelf, but it was in my e-catalog of books. And I have Dear Martin by Nick Stone. So that one is a 10 letters long, it better be. Yep, it is 10. I'm going to double check because I know y'all will call me out if it's wrong. Be like, wait, no, that's 9. No, this is 10. So I have that in ebook form. Do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? And at first I got this wrong. I thought it was the first word and the last word start with the same letter. So I had another book, and then my son was like, no, Mom, it's the first and last. So the book that I would use for that is another ebook, and this one is Salt Houses. And it's by Hala Alyan. And I think I even have the audio version so I can go back and forth. I like that. I love doing that. So, but isn't that a pretty cover? Makes you think of spring too. Okay, and do you have a Mass Market Paperback book? That's number 6. So that one's going to be this one, which I kind of got it for me, and I got it for my husband. He hasn't read it, nor have I, but I like the idea of the book. It was kind of like something about, it's called Amazonia by James Rollins. It's kind of a chunker, so you know me and the chunk factory. But it's kind of one of those ones. I think it was something about people going into the forest or to the jungle, and they couldn't, they didn't all come out, and people are going to search for people. It was something like that in a team of people. I thought sounded interesting. So, but yet I have not read it. So what does that say? Do you have a book written by an author using a pen name? And I couldn't think. I looked and looked. And I looked, and sometimes, sometimes people aren't aware that people are writing under a pen name. But the only one that I didn't know that I had for sure was the Robert Galbraith books, the series The Cuckoo's Calling. This one is called Career of Evil. I haven't read this one yet. I read the first two, right? So this one I think is the third one in the series. But this is J.K. Rowling. She came out, and when she came up with the first book, at first they didn't know, and then after a certain period of time she released that it was her, so, but she still continues to put them under this other name, her pen name. So, and the cool thing is about these now is you can get them I always find them on discount at Barnes & Noble on the bargain table, so I jumped in late in the game, so that's good. All right, so the next one I just literally found right before the video because I couldn't find it at first. And that one is question number 8. Do you have a book with a character's name in the title? And at first I thought it was Belle, but I realized I had the movie Belle, and it was about the woman Belle, but I didn't have a book. So I had to go quickly, and I found this one, Maisie Dobbs, which I read like over a year ago. And these are really fun mystery series, but Maisie Dobbs is the character in the book. This is the first one in the series, so it had her name on it, and that is by Jacqueline Winspear. The next one is number 9. Do you have a book with 2 maps in it? Now, I have a lot of books with maps in it. 2 is tricky because does it mean a map in the front and a map in the back? Do they have to be different? I had a lot that had the same map in the front and back, but I'm sure it probably costs more money to do 2 different ones. So the one that fulfilled that I had is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. It's a YA novel I read when it first came out, and actually not when it first came out because there was a lot of hype and I didn't like the hype. I waited a little bit, and I remember I actually got this for $1 in a thrift store, and I don't think they realized how new the book was. And I was reading it with a book club, and I really, really enjoyed the story. But it has a map in the front. Okay. And then it's a different map in the back. I think so. I think this is one. Hopefully I'm not going to embarrass myself. Yeah. This one had a different map in the back. And yours is showing like the tunnels and things like that. So that is the book, and that's An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. And then my final one for question 10 is, do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? And everybody probably has this one. But this one is Queen Sugar, and it's by Natalie Bazile. I have not read the book. I love the cover of it. It's really pretty with dragonflies. I've watched the TV show though, and really enjoyed the TV show. I would say the last season, not as much as the first, but we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, this one is based on, there's a TV show that is now on, that is Queen Sugar. So those are my 10. I am going to do tape a part 2 to answer the second 10, and hope that I made this within a reasonable amount of time so I don't have to edit it. Happy reading, everybody, and thanks for coming to check me out. Bye.